right, so fair enough. But, when you talk about Russell and Seattle, one of the major problems in his career has been his protection. Since entering the league in 2012, Wilson has taken over 400 sacks, about 42 a season. That's the most of any quarterback in their first 10 seasons in the league. So, guys, I bring you back. And Mike T, I'll start with you. I'm not only going to ask you where you think he might end up if he does leave, but do you think he can regain that superstar status after a down year, given all the hits he's taken over the years?
Absolutely. He's done a remarkable job of taking care of his body. He has great lower body flexibility. And if he has 2 touchdown passes on Sunday, only Peyton Manning will have more touchdown passes through their first 10 years. So he's played at a high level. I fully expect him to continue to do that because he's taken such great care of his body. And maybe he goes to a place that has a better offensive line. So I think he's truly one of the two, along with Aaron Rodgers, that would be a transformational acquisition for another team who's in need of a quarterback.
And where do you think he ends up?
I think New York or New Orleans, and the day he walks through that building, and I've been there. I've traded for Brett Favre with the Jets. Your groundskeeper, your video director, everyone gets excited. And what did we see with Tom Brady in Tampa Bay? An aura of association. And ask Eli Manning and Tom Coughlin and Phil Simms and Bill Parcells, when you win in New York, there's nothing like it. And if he went to the Giants, the day he walks through that building, everything changes. And who knows what other players would walk to New York to play with Russell Wilson in the Big Apple.
The Giants. Neek's face is saying what I'm thinking. Neek, what do you think?
I mean, those other quarterbacks, they had defenders, they had players around them. I don't know if they're going to be able to sign all these guys that you think that Russell's going to be able to bring there. I don't think that's a realistic place where Russell will want to go. Living in New York, it's probably awesome. Winning in New York, fantastic. Being bad in New York, the amount of attention that Joe Judge and Danny Dimes is getting right now, it's not fun to be bad in New York either. I'd much rather be awesome in New Orleans than boo-boo in NYC.
and Mike, look, I respect you so much, but Kimberley, New York, did we not just see what Joe Judge did just a couple of days ago?
Yeah.
This team is 4-12.
Yeah. But I actually could talk myself into New York as a New York City native because it's the Big Apple. He also has a superstar wife. She's got some say in this too. But putting the Giants aside, I actually think the Steelers and the Saints make the most sense. The other Mike Tomlin, he wants a vet QB. And they've got strong defenses, run games. That's what Russell needs.
I can't get my head out of New York. I just don't understand.
You can survive here.
You can go anywhere you want, and you're going to pick the Giants.
But you got to
survive at this moment.
But you got to survive. It's going to be real hard to survive.
Some people can't. Some people can't, Neek. Some people can't.
Go ahead, Mike, real quick.
I'm not going to be able to.
But if you're successful, ask Derek Jeter, you're successful for the rest of your life.
Don't get out here with these ifs.
Logic. All I deal with is.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.